Hello class, let's continue. Welcome to Study Wave Academy, and let's continue on understanding what civic education is. And here we were looking at the different aspects of key education. I spoke about one aspect being community awareness, respect and kindness, rules and responsibility, symbols and flags, sharing and cooperation, and I was talking about care for the environment. So students, do not wait for someone to tell you pick up some rubbish you've thrown, or do this, take some rubbish and throw them away where they are supposed to be. Be a responsible citizen, be a responsible child, do not litter. So civic education helps us understand such knowledge and have such knowledge. Another aspect here is community helpers. Now, what do I mean by community helpers? We have police officers, we have firefighters, we have doctors, we have teachers. So through the civic education, we're able to understand the roles different people play in our community, right? So look at where you come from. I know you've met policemen, you've seen policemen. Some of you have seen the doctors, you've been to the doctors, right? Some of you have seen firefighters, not all of you, but maybe some of you have seen firefighters. So these are people who work for our community, people who are ready to take care of the community, people who are ready to mind our safety and always be there when you need them. So one key aspect that civic education equipped us is to understand community helpers and to know each and every community helper and what they do, their roles, and how they are important in the community and how they help us in the community. Now, another key aspect is celebrating diversity. So class, what do I mean when I say celebrating diversity? Now, through the knowledge of civic education, we're able to understand the importance of appreciating different people among us. Now, I want you to turn, if you're seated next to someone or seated next to your friend, just turn and look at them. So when you look at them, do you see any similarity or do you see any differences? So one thing in mind, I want you to spot out similarities and spot out the differences. So I will go first. I will say some similarities. So maybe if you are a boy and you're seated next to a boy, one similarity, you say all of you are boys, or all of you have shaved your hairs, all of you are wearing uniforms, or all of you are wearing the same shoes, the same short. Those are similarities, okay? We have differences too. You'll say you are taller than the other one, or your friend is taller than you, you are brighter in complexion than the other one, or your friend is brighter in complexion than you, or maybe your friend has a blue shirt and you have a green shirt. So these are different aspects, but I want to go deeper a little bit, class. So respecting others is like when your friend is having something that you don't have, or you have something that your friend doesn't have. Now, celebrating these differences and appreciating these differences is important that we learn in a civic education class. We're able to understand that we are different. We were built different in nature. There are people with disability, there are people with no disability. Now, as a good student, you need to understand these people, understand that people are different, understand that something that someone has you may not have, or something that you have someone might not have, and people are just built different ways. Now, civic education equips us with this knowledge, and we are able to understand others, understand ourselves, and above all, appreciate the differences among each other and appreciate your friends. I will look at another aspect here, and that is simple act of kindness. Now, what do I mean when I say kindness? When you see your friend with some nice food that you want, or some sweet food that you want, don't just say, hey, give me that, or let me taste that. No, just say, please, can I do this, or can I taste your food? Can I see your pen? It's beautiful. Now this is being kind to your friend. Now, and when they give you what is theirs, you have to say thank you. Don't just take and keep quiet. To be a good citizen and a good student, always be kind. When you say thank you to your friend, or when you say please to your friend, you will find that they will give you whatever you're asking for, even without doubting you, or even without having second thoughts. They will give it to you. Now this is one importance of being kind, and this is what we learn in civic education: being kind to others. Storytelling and play, this is another aspect. Now, through civic education, we're able to interact and have activities, that fun activities like playing games, creating puzzles. Such games are brought together through civic education, where we employ the idea of working together as a team, love, and cooperation. I talked about one aspect of civic education is encouraging cooperation. Now, we can also tell stories to our class, play together. Someone stands there and reads a book to us. Now, this is one importance of civic education, and that is what I want you to understand today. Another is field trips, right? So through civic education, we are able to visit places like our local parks, our community centers, or even libraries that can provide us experience and reinforce this aspect that I'm talking about. Now, like I gave you an activity to look at your flag, look at the different symbols in it, look at the colors, and find out what your flag means, or what different colors means, and if it has symbols, what the symbols mean. Now, when you're having field trips to some local park or a governmental park, you will meet these flags here, and this is one key aspect that I'm trying to bring out. Okay, so this is one thing you have to understand, and it's the importance of, or an aspect in civil education. Now let's move on, class, and now we are going to look at one main idea for today. Now today we're going to focus on orderliness. What is orderliness, class? Anyone, what do you think orderliness is? I've even mounted a picture behind, so you can even use the picture behind to help you get an idea of what orderliness is. Now let's dive deep and look at what orderliness is. Now, orderliness is the practice of maintaining a systematic and well-organized approach to tasks, spaces, and objects. It involves arranging things in neat and tidy manner, following established procedures, and being mindful of cleanliness and efficiency. Now, this is a lot of words, class, but it's very, very simple to understand. Now, when you talk about orderliness, it's just a way of being organized, or being neat. Now, orderliness is just being neat and being organized. So here you are looking at things like organizing your tasks, organizing your objects, putting things in where they're supposed to be or in the right places. So this is importance of orderliness. They enable us put tasks where they're supposed to be, arrange things where they're supposed to be, and just maintain order. So that is what we call orderliness. Now I'll look at ways to maintain order. How do we maintain order, class? Before we even continue, try tell me ways that we maintain order. Give me examples. Tell your friend this, tell anyone close to you, share with them ways you think are the ways or the means in which we maintain order. Now I will talk about my examples here and give my examples. So one, I've talked about organizing your work space. Now, you see your locker, or where you're seated in class, your desk. As a person who is trying to maintain order or orderliness, you have to keep your workplace neat and clutter-free by arranging items logically, using organizers, and labeling folders or files for easy access. Now, how many of you have books that don't have your names, but they are your books, but there are no names on it? How many of you? So I know maybe several of us might have this. You have your books, but your books do not have their names in them. So your books are just your books don't have your names in them. So this is what I'm talking about. So making sure you are organized in your workspace. Like for example, when you're seated in class and you have your simple desk, or you're sharing a desk with your friend, you have to make sure that the space where you're working from is clean, your books are neatly covered if need to, and your names are on your books. This will allow you access your books easily and be able to retrieve them easily. Like you can get your books very easily without disturbing people or creating commotion. Okay, let's move on, class. Making your bed. Now, how many of you wake up in the morning and make your bed, or where you sleep? How many of you just wake up and make your bed and arrange your bed? Maybe few of us, maybe some of us, but it's okay. So from today's lesson, after learning ways of maintaining order and maintaining orderliness, we will be able to go back home and practice what we are learning, and practice put into place what we are trying to discuss in class today. So a simple act of orderliness is to set or tidy your day, or beginning your day by tidying your bed. Ensure that your bed is clean and organized. Now, some of us might wake up and just throw the sheets away, or throw the sheets down and just go to school or go play outside. But if you want to be an person with order, or a girl or a boy with order, you wake up and the first thing you do, spread your bed. Or if you pray or whatever you do, just wake up, pray, spread your bed, then go shower, eat breakfast, do whatever you want to do. But one way to maintain orderliness is making your bed, and if you do that, congratulations, and keep doing that. It's the best way forward. And if you're not doing that, make sure that you start arranging your bed. Make sure that you start cleaning your bed, organizing your bed, and this will give a good visual impression, or people will see your bedroom as a neat place to be in. You can even study there. Another way is sorting and labeling items, or just sorting and labeling. So using containers, labels, and categories, organize these items in a closet or garage. It will make it easier to find these items. Now, when you're in the kitchen and you have different things like salt, sugar put in containers, how will you be sure that you're cooking, or you're doing this the proper way of a procedure, or you're trying to cook something? How will you know this is salt, or how will you know this is rice if you put in the container, or how will you know this is sugar? So one importance of maintaining orderliness is sorting and labeling things. When you have your sugar, your salt, or your sugar, salt, your rice, your flour, anything you have, and you put them in containers, use labels. Label these containers and organize these things well. When you have partitions in your closet where you put your clothes, make sure you have a side for your shirts, a side for your inner clothes, a side for your shoes, a side for your socks. This will enable you even retrieve these items easier, and when you're in a hurry or when you're late, you'll be able to reach into your closet so fast and get your items very fast. So class, start doing this. If you're not doing this, start doing this. So I want you to go sort your clothes where you have your closet. Go sort it well. Put the same clothes, or maybe shirts, in one place, your socks one place, your skirts or your trousers in one place, and you will tell me how this works for you, because you'll find this as an effective way and the best way to help you become a person with order. Another one is following a to-do list. Planning your tasks and activity for the day, week, or month in an orderly manner using to-do list or calendars. Now, for example, you are to go to school, meet your friends and discuss or revise, then go play. Now, you need to have a to-do list so that you don't juggle, or you don't confuse things, or you don't forget things. So you say, after school, you're going straight to home, eat something, then after home you go to your friend, or your friend comes over, then you revise, then go play. But if you don't have a to-do list, you'll find yourself confusing things. You will play and forget to do your homework or revision, or you will play and forget that you're supposed to see your friends. Now, as a person with order, class, start embracing this idea of having a to-do list, or the idea of having a list that will help you do stuff for yourself.